Manus DX Virtual Reality Hand Therapy. Within the frame of the course on Charles University in Prague, I got an assignment to create future media experience. So in this video I will present you my idea, my concept of virtual reality hand therapy, called Manus DX. They say that the greatest wealth is health. Most of the time we are unaware of it. So for the beginning I would like you to think about our bodies. Human body is a truly complex structure. Skeleton, cells, organs, highly functional brain, all linked together, working like a system. But what part of our body, besides brain, makes our everyday life so much easier without us even noticing it? In the questionnaire I made, I asked people what they think is the most functional part of the body.
I would say hands.
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 As you see, most of the examinees agreed that hands are the most functional part of our body.
Our brains can best communicate and interact with the environment through our hands, and therein lies actually their importance.
If you're not sure, compare a hand with a paw. Can a paw grab a cup? Can it hold a pen?
The hands are the primary reason why we are able to do what we have done throughout history, which is to be on top of the food chain due to the opposable thumbs and the evolution and sheer complexity of our hands, which other species don't possess.
Opposable thumb can be placed opposite the fingers of the same hand. It allows digits to grasp and handle objects. Our hands do so much for us. We can perform precise and fast actions, both gentle and rough. We feel the sensations, such as smoothness, heat, cold, sharpness, or bluntness. With the hands we create. We express ourselves. We communicate and send messages. We love, we cherish. Hands are the key part of who we are. But what if your hand suffers from a lack of proper function? Whether it's a stroke, injury, or some other disorder, a great number of people never fully recovers hand. One of the examinees said, "My sense of touch is not good. Fingers become numb, and the thumb stiffens. It happens when I try to grab something, at which point I simply drop the object." So it happens to her even after she got through hospital therapy. After suffering a stroke, only approximately 1/3 achieve full functional recovery, research says. So what do we need? We need light, portable and cost-effective device that patients can use in the comfort of their homes. Device that would enable them to train regularly in regaining the strength and precision of their hands, while therapist monitors process of therapy on distance. Research showed that longer training sessions per week and longer training periods have a positive effect on the motor function of the hand. Therapy should also include fun, interactive and immersive games with sounds and music. My solution is Manus DX, which includes virtual reality and hand therapy using glasses and data glass. Until now, such a concept was applied for phobia analysis and treatment, as well as for the basic exercises for elderly and stroke patients. So why is it necessary? One of the examinees said, "Long periods spent in hospital can be emotionally exhausting. This kind of therapy would diminish melancholy, nostalgia and homesickness, thus motivating the patients for a more dedicated therapy." Advantage of computer technology is that the practical element resembles real-life situation and as such allows the user to make mistakes and learn in a safe environment. The glasses project the world of our choosing. Virtual world with a plot and fictional story that would gradually be revealed and expanded would distract me from potentially unpleasant feelings which would appear more intensive in the classical form, said one of the examinees. According to the research I made, the people would mostly prefer these kind of settings: nature, forest, beach, underwater world, science fiction themes and fantasy realms. User would have to solve some problems in these environments. It was proven that therapy is the most effective if it's task-oriented. Gaming provokes high levels of engagement and whole attention for long periods of time. This way user has an active role in the process, so the therapist is less included on emotional level. But more importantly, repetition of certain movements leads to improvement of muscle strength and movement coordination.
Super ideja za djecu, odlično, oni bi totalno se uživjeli u to, znači mislim da bi itekako potaknulo puno više nego nešto ovako šta je standardno što se upotrebljava danas, tako da nova tehnologija itekako bi imala utjecaj.
One of the examinees said, "The goal of such assignment is concrete, not distant and abstract and a bit frightening like practicing so your hand gets better and you go on with your life." I think that this kind of therapy helps patients focus on smaller steps needed for a quality recovery instead on the end goal, which can sometimes seem unattainable. Commercial games are not suitable for people with motor functions problems. They need newly programmed games focused on growth and fine hand motorics, whose virtual environment can be customized to fit the patient's goals and challenges. 66% of people would like to use Manus TX. It's light, it's portable, it can be used at home. Results can be tracked on distance because the glove reads hand movements and measures the progress. While glasses provide a real-time visual feedback, Data Glove gives a haptic one. Through the sensors, the person can feel even the most lightest touch of a butterfly. So what's future holding for us? In the time of cognitariat and cognitive capitalism, where almost all jobs are done on computers precise and fast, we can assume that human body as well as mind will evolve according to those conditions of life. Further development of technology will require human hand movements to be of a higher proficiency and accuracy. Importance of hands will be priceless. Therapy will happen on distance, with visual haptic sensors transferred through time and space. But, in the end, it will always be needed, perhaps even more in those future days.